Hey everybody, Dr. Fisher here. This last week has been, the last 2-3 weeks, whatever, has been really rough. I don't know, for those of you who live in this area, the school has gone on extra long. We had several extra snow days, and there's been a lot of upheaval in my own life. And so what I wanted to do as I was sitting trying to process this morning, I did a little bit of emotional freedom technique, and I figured that this would be an opportunity for me to do a little processing with you. So if you got some kids that are really struggling, maybe your high schoolers graduating, transitioning, whatever with school, I wanted to do just a little bit of emotional freedom technique with you. And so today it's going to be really simple. You can use whatever stress that you're stressing about today. You basically tap here and you say, even though I'm stressed about this, or even though I have this certain emotion, negative emotion, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then you're going to tap on the top of your head, inside your eyebrow, outside your eyebrow, under your eye, under your nose, chin, chest, under your armpit. So for me, it's going to be stress with my kids, right? So I'm just going to do generals, and I'll just do it with you. You can do it with me. Even though I'm stressed about my kids, I deeply and completely accept myself. I'm going to do this in a general sense, and then I'm going to do it specifically, right? So I'll stress about my kids, 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 stress about my kids. And then, of course, that causes stress in relationship, right? So again, I'm going to do some general stuff first, and then we'll be specific. That usually gives me the best results, right? So even though I have stress in my relationship, my primary relationship with my wife, I deeply and completely accept myself, right? Stress in my relationship, stress in my relationship, stress in my relationship. Yep, that's making me nauseous, super stressful. I deeply and completely accept myself. So even though I'm worried about my relationship with my spouse, I deeply and completely accept myself. Worry, fear, doubt, shame, worry, fear, okay? What's the next one that comes up? The next one is going to be, we're going to go back to my kids, right? So if you got kids, this is a good one for kids or pets or whatever is stressing you out. Even though the stress with school continuing later this week, and that's ridiculous, I deeply and completely accept myself. The stress with the kids' school, 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 the stress with the kids' school. So I'm just trying to sit here and feel what it feels like. It feels like I got one more. So there's three main areas in life when I do this process, especially in a clinical setting, right? Love, all those that you love, all those that love you. Oh, there it is, right? So love, money, all worldly things, and then specific, relational components or roles that you play. Those are the three main stressors in life. So love, it's actually my son. So my son is actually out of town with my parents. So I guess I'm feeling some stuff. My 12-year-old, I'm not used to having him gone, right? So even though I'm sad that one of my kids are gone, I deeply and completely accept myself. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. 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 And, right, even though I'm afraid of him going out into this crazy world all by himself, even though he's not, that's how I feel. So you want to honor your feelings here. Even though I'm afraid of him being out in the world by himself, I deeply and completely accept myself. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for him. I'm afraid for what the world's going to do to him. My little guy, he's, not this naive little boy anymore. He's almost as tall as me at this point. He's 12. So anyways, that was an opportunity for you guys to witness kind of some of my own processes. Now, I used to be better at this, and I've recommitted myself to working through this process with myself recently. I guarantee you, if you'll work through and recognize when you're dysregulated, when you're having hard emotions, when you're having hard stuff, if you'll treat yourself just like you would a little kid who's dysregulated, right? Kindness and compassion, show up for them. As Dan Siegel talks about, the power of showing up, just being there. Learning to be there for yourself is a really important piece. And now I feel like I've got a fair amount of the weight off my shoulders. It's not all gone by any means, but it really kind of cut the edge off. I feel like I'm a little more regulated. I'm more centered. I'm going to be able to get answers from myself as I think about things. And the better quality information that we have, the better we're able to then understand how to navigate this world that we live in. So this is to your health and to your success. Please take a few minutes, watch the video again and again if you need, do some tapping with your own stressors. I promise you it will make a difference in your life this week. All right, this is Dr. Fisher signing out.